You're watching DriftEcho. Every frame, a new flame. Let's clear the noise and look at what Season 4 is really setting up. From the start, Reacher has sold us on the myth of the lone drifter. A man who moves from town to town, solves problems, and disappears before the dust settles. But that myth has always been slightly misleading. Because behind the brute force and quiet calculations, there was structure. There was strategy. There was someone who understood how Reacher thinks before he even finished the thought. Neagle wasn't just backup. She was calibration. Now Season 4 is signaling something bold. With Maria Sten expected to appear only sparingly as her spin-off gains momentum, the show seems ready to remove that stabilizing force almost entirely. And that's not a small production detail. It's a narrative shift. Because when you take away Neagle, you don't just thin the cast. You change the equation. Reacher without Neagle is Reacher without friction. No one to challenge his assumptions. No one to quietly question the angle of attack. No one to say, slow down, before the damage becomes irreversible. And this season isn't being described as explosive. It's being described as precise. Early hints point to a story that leans into surveillance, psychological traps, and enemies who don't announce themselves with arrogance. These aren't bar-fight villains. These are planners. Strategists. People who wait. In that kind of environment, isolation stops being empowering. It becomes dangerous. Reacher thrives on instinct. But instinct unchecked can drift into obsession. Without Neagle as a sounding board, every decision carries more weight. Every mistake has no witness, no correction, no reset. If he misreads someone, there's no quiet second opinion to pull him back. And that's what makes Season 4 feel different. This isn't about whether Reacher can win a fight. We already know he can. It's about whether he can navigate a game that isn't built for force. A maze where strength doesn't guarantee survival. A battlefield where patience matters more than impact. The tone shift feels colder. Tighter. Less triumphant. Reacher won't be clearing rooms this time. He'll be stepping into rooms that were designed for him. Every move anticipated. Every pattern studied. And here's the real question the season seems to be asking. Is Reacher unstoppable because he's alone? Or was he only ever unstoppable because someone was quietly watching his back? Solitude sharpens him. But it also isolates him from doubt. And doubt, in small doses, is protection. So heading into Season 4, the tension isn't about physical danger. It's about mental erosion. How long can a man operate without reflection before certainty becomes liability? Does isolation forge the most dangerous version of Reacher yet? Or does it finally reveal the cracks that strength alone can't seal? Drop your take below. And stay with DriftEcho, where sometimes the most important shift isn't the punch you see, it's the silence before it lands.